Hi, hello, Luna Mars here. Today we're gonna start a story beside. Um, it's pretty much about a girl named Lyric, and we're gonna follow her story, and we're gonna make some choices. So let's get right into it.
Tiny twinkling pyre lights. We were meant to see them that night. Thousands upon thousands of them rushing into the sky like a great shining mist, surging with spirit and song, teeming like the sea. A spectacle we were to witness, painted across the sky in splendor. That's what the older folks were saying anyway. Sights like that, so achingly wondrous your breath catches in your throat and your heart forgets to beat. They tend to put me in a wistful sort of mind. I suppose that's what happened. I've come to the final chapter of my story and feel the need to justify it all. To make all the choices I've made mean something in the end. In the classic tales, it's simple, straightforward. Of course, the hero's life was worth living. He saved a kingdom, slew a dragon. But mine, it's a different sort of story. Not much there for the poets to fuss their pens over. I was just a girl, living in a quiet village on a quiet mountainside.
Alright, so this is Kelsey. Okay, Lyric. Now we're the heroes and you're the slime. Ready? You have to count down from 10. Oh. Now Graham, Finn, let's hide. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We'll wait. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's space are entered to interact with nearby people, objects, and icons. Okay. You're not frightened of me, are you, little one? Probably lived your whole life in Pyreside, same as me. X. That's our pouch. Options. That's how we save our game. Here we go. Alrighty. Oh. Oh, you found me. I'm not a very good hero. Hey, Lyric, when you tell the others how you found me, can you pretend it took you longer? Sure thing, Finn. Are you trying to impress them? I'm just sick of being teased all the time. I know I'm the runt of the group and everything, but sometimes it hurts my feelings. Don't listen to them. Don't pay any mind of their teasing. Graham and Kelsey are just being dopes. They don't mean anything by it anyway. I guess I can try. Okay, I'm a slime now too. Let's go get the others. Okay. What's here? Village of Pyreside. All adventurers welcome. All adventurers welcome upon these misty mountain paths. Probably not this way, right? Yeah. Ever since Finn got too excited and stomped through his parents' vegetable patch. I already said I was sorry. Okay. So, go down this way. Dawn flowers are in full bloom. Dad says they glow brighter every year around the summer solstice. Okay. A dragonberry, Miss Almeida. Makes the best pies with these. I'm gonna take it. There you go. Oh. Oh. Did she go inside the old hunting cabin? Doesn't she know there's a new villager moving in today? Alrighty. You stay here, Finn. I'm gonna check inside for Kelsey. Aw, really? Why can't I come with you? I need you to keep watch. Well, someone needs to stay out here and keep watch. Oh, okay. I'll knock on the door if I see anyone coming. You can count on me, Lyric. What are you doing in here, Kelsey? The new villager is moving in today. We really shouldn't. Don't be such a goody two-shoes. I don't see him here right now, do you? No one even noticed if we peek around a little. Look at all this stuff. He got old maps, fancy bottles, and whoa, a sword. It looks sharp too. We should leave. Come on, Kelsey. We shouldn't be in here. Don't be such a stick in the mud. We're not gonna get in trouble for being curious. Mother told me all about this new villager, of course. She said he's moving here all the way from Rivermill. That's in the southeast. Is this him and his wife? She's sort of pretty, I guess. I wonder what happened to her. Mother said he's moving here alone. Kelsey, he'll probably be back soon with another cart full of his things. We need to get out of here. Oh, how shiny. What a pretty necklace. How does it look on me? Mother says it's easy to be fooled, but I think this is a real sapphire. Look how it glitters. Put it back, Kelsey. Put the necklace back, Kelsey. I'm not kidding around. Ugh, you're so boring. Here, you can put it back yourself. Just one thing. You have to take it from me first.
Kelsey Martin was stubborn, stuck up, and self-centered. She also happened to be my best friend. You take what you get in a little town like Pyreside, better or worse.
Oh. What were you chasing me for, Lyric? You broke the fancy bottle. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, what are we gonna do? That's Finn warning. We need to go right now. I'm sorry, Lyric. I didn't see him in time, and now I think it's too late.
Huh?
Who are you? What were you doing in my cabin? We live in the village. I'm Lyric, and these are my friends, Kelsey and Finn. We were just playing a game, and you decided to ransack my cabin. Well then, you steal anything, break anything, out with it. We were playing a game, that's all, and now we should get home before our parents start worrying. Your parents can wait. The three of you are going to stand right there while I make sure all my things are precisely where I left them. If any of you move a single step, then I'll know you're guilty. We'll notice that spill right away. What should we do? So, not content to break into my home, you decided to break open a bottle of my precious southern wine. Do you have any notion how far I've carried that bottle, what the taste of home meant to me in this forsaken place? Everything I've been drowning in lately, and here comes a gang of snot-nosed children making it worse. Wonder what star's falling from the sky to turn my luck so black.
Huh?
Dad, what are you doing here? In Graham? Pardon me, will you, Lyric? I like to speak with Mr. Byrne. Greetings to you, Bern. Pleased to see you again. James, was it? Wish I could say the same. Your daughter and her friends have been causing me more than a little grief. Yes, I might have heard something about that. Graham, would you like to step forward and tell Mr. Byrne what you told me? I was the one who broke into your house. I thought it'd be a perfect hiding spot. The others had nothing to do with it. When I heard you coming, I didn't want to get in trouble, so I ran away into the woods. And Graham nearly barreled into me on the forest path, breathless and out of sorts. He confessed what he'd done almost immediately. If your story is true, boy, why were your friends inside when I arrived? And who broke my bottle of wine? Why don't you start from the beginning, Graham? I think we all need to hear the entire story. Okay, well, we were playing a game of Heroes and Slimes.
Sweet Graham Dunnett. Charming, in a simple sort of way. Always thought he was so noble, falling on his sword to save us girls from a bit of trouble. Might have been keen on him, back in those days.
So I'm really sorry. I didn't mean any harm by it. Lyric, Hart, is this true? Graham broke the bottle on his own, and you and Kelsey were simply helping him clean up? I trust you'll be honest with your father. Graham was the one who broke the bottle, but it was an accident like he said. He didn't mean to do it. I told him not to go in there, Mr. James. I told him the hunting cabin was off limits, but he just wouldn't listen. Well, regardless of whose fault it was, all four of you are going to help Mr. Byrne clean up that spell. No, that isn't necessary. Just stay away from me and stay away from my things, all you rotten children. Snooping around Mr. Byrne's things was inconsiderate and irresponsible. Should have more sense than that, all four of you. Larry, come with me. Sounds like we need to chat about the importance of respecting our neighbors. The rest of you, back up to the village. I'll be telling your folks what happened here, and I won't hear any arguments. So this mess started with a harmless game of Heroes and Slimes. You have friends running around the woods. Lyric, Hart, I know I'm usually the gentle, pushover kind of parent, but I can't help but be a little disappointed in you this time. Tell me, what is it you did wrong? I lied about the bottle. I lied to you about the bottle. Kelsey was the one who really broke it, and Graham was just trying to protect us. I'm sorry, Dad. Well, I appreciate you coming clean to me now, but in truth, that's not the reason I'm disappointed. Suppose I'll just tell you then. You played an entire game of Heroes and Slimes and never once thought to ask your old man for advice. Champion hider I was back in the day. Really? You're not upset with me? What need do I have to be upset? You made a mistake, you apologize, and you won't let it happen again. I trust you on that. Besides, it's clear there are more important things I could teach you. This way, Hart. You won't find the perfect hiding spot with your eyes only. Move some brush, climb a tree. You gotta think outside the box. Dad, it's only a game. This time. But what happens when a king behemoth gets loose in these woods and thinks a pretty little girl will make for a tasty snack? Luckily, you got your old man to show you all the secrets these trees have to hide. Come now, it's not much farther. What do you think, Hart? Your grandfather called it the Mana Tree. All those Pyrelites certainly seem to like it. It's so big. Is this the tallest tree in the whole forest? It very well could be. The soil here in the mountain is dry and rocky, so most trees can only stretch their roots so deep. Now, my favorite hiding place is here in this glade. Why don't you try looking around for it? Okay. What? Inside a log? Never choose a spot you can't easily get yourself out of. Too easy to be trapped inside. Let's see. You might think you're well hidden back there, but I can see patches of violet through the leaves. Keep looking. Could try leap into the other bank, but if you slip, everyone's sure to hear the splash, to say nothing of soggy shoes. Don't give up, Lyric. I know you'll find the perfect spot. Oh. Getting warmer. Oh. Well done. That low branch round the back makes a perfect foothold for climbing. And who would think to look for you up there? Of course, if they do climb up after, you'll need a quick plan of escape. Any brilliant ideas? I could jump down. If someone was climbing up after me, I think that's what I would do. Well, aren't you brave? But yes, I'd have to agree. I think jumping is your best shot at a quick escape. Lyric, Hart, I never force you to do this. Are you scared? Nah. Not at all. I've done lots of scarier things before. I'm sure you have, Hart, but remember, it's okay to be scared. Even the bravest adventurers get scared sometimes. The secret is having strong and loyal companions to draw courage from in the dark times. It's how every hero prevails in the end. Lucky as you are, you got them in spades. Your mother would do anything for you. Your sister and your grandmother as well. And of course you have me. I'll always be here to catch you. Remember, Hart. Remember that, Hart. Are you ready? There we are, Lyric. Inherited a fair bit of your mother's pluck, didn't you? You barely even hesitated. Just don't go growing up too fast, will you? Your old man still likes to feel needed from time to time. Don't be silly, Dad. How could I stop myself from growing up? Well, isn't that the age-old question? If you ever find an answer, I hope you'll share it with the rest of us. Come now, Hart. It's time to head back to the village. Your mother must be wondering where we've been. Going up to the inn to see if your mother needs any help. Join us there soon, Hart. I'm certain she'll have a task for you as well. Alright. Why does Santa bother putting up these notices? The only people who ever come to our village festivals already know about them. Oh, chickens. So adorable. I want to be friends with every baby animal in the world. Let's see. If it isn't little Lyric. Heard you had quite the afternoon running around with my two boys. Got yourselves in a right bit of mischief and all. Honestly, my Graham should have more sense than that. Suppose it's too much to ask him acting like a good role model for his brother. Forgive me, dear. Forgot who I was talking to. But wait, you might be the perfect person to help me with something. Don't go frowning like that. It'll only take a moment. I know how precious your time is, young as you are. See, my husband and I have been working to fix up this raised bed for a new crop. And we ran into a bit of a snag deciding what to plant. Miss Molly, what does this have to do with me? Have a little patience, would you? I'm getting to that part. I'm leaning towards a beautiful flower garden. Imagine glancing out the farmhouse window and seeing some real color blooming out here. William, on the other hand, reckons a herb garden would be best for teas and salves and the dull, practical choice. So then, after days of bickering, I should suggest that we should turn the decision over to someone with no horse at all in our race. You're as impartial as they come, little Lyric. What do you think? Take your time, even if there's only one clear choice. We'll go with flower garden. A flower garden would be so pretty. I think you should plant flowers. Lovely. I knowed you'd come through for me, dear girl. Now I just need to mix and match the right varieties. And inform my beloved husband, of course. Okay. It must have fallen into the river again. I wonder if Miss Molly ever gets tired of drying his clothes. I think that's Finn. Oh, hey, Lyric. Want to hear a hilarious joke I made up? Why did the airship crash into the ocean? Because the pilot was a tomato. Get it? Tomatoes can't fly airships. That's hilarious. It's hilarious. Finn, a tomato would make a terrible pilot. Yeah. That's why the joke is so funny. I'm going to tell it to everyone in the village at dinner. Wait, Lyric, Dad says no one is allowed in the barn today. He says the orcs' calves need to sleep. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't be nervous now, little Lyric. They're only curious. I'm a little nervous. Their horns look pretty dangerous. They do, don't they? Lucky for us, orcs' horns are just for show. They use them to attract mates and little elves. It's a shame, really. They're perfectly gentle, harmless creatures, but those horns have made them a target for poachers for centuries. Here, go ahead and take this. It'll help you make fast friends. Huh? It's a root. That there's a dream root. It only grows here in the mountain woods, and the orcs can't get enough of it. Looks like you got a few takers already. To your left is a sunlight orcs. You can tell from the sheen in her brown coat. Daybreak wool is the softest, warmest wool you'll ever find. On your other side, the moonlight orcs. Their coat comes in shades of black or white, but what's truly special about them is their milk. Midnight milk is known across the land for its rich and filling flavor. It's said you can live off it for weeks. I think we'll feed the moonlight orcs. She was so happy to take it. But what about the others, Mr. William? Aren't they hungry? Don't you fret, little Lyric. I've got plenty of dream root to go around. Drag myself away from the calves in the barn to feed these beauties. Hand feeding an orcs helps create a personal bond. Luna there won't be forgetting your generosity anytime soon. It's important we try to share our friendship with these wondrous creatures. Sad truth is, there aren't many of them left. A particular diet, along with coin-hungry poachers, make it hard for them to thrive anywhere but these mountains. In fact, these are likely some of the last domesticated orcs in the entire realm. We gotta look after them with special care. Yeah, it's sad. That's so sad. I wonder if they get lonely. In a way, it's sad, yes, but it also makes each one of them more precious, more meaningful a friend. That's how I try to see it anyway. In any case, thanks for helping me out. Luna thanks you too. And hopes she'll be back soon with more Dream Root. Okay. Can we can. Okay. Anything we can read or look at? Looks like the perfect spot for a little gray kitty. I wonder where Smokey went off to anyway. We have a kitty cat. Oh, hey, Lyric. Thanks for coming to say hi, even though I'm probably not supposed to be talking to you right now.
Huh?
Are you grounded? Oh no, Graham, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have blamed you. Don't sweat it. I wanted to take the heat, remember? I just didn't think my folks would be so serious about it. It's because that grumpy burn man is coming to the village dinner. That's what I think, anyway. They want him to feel welcome, so they gotta punish the kid who broke into his house. You know, make an example out of me. That's terrible. You didn't even do it. So you're not coming to dinner? What about the overlook after? You still get to watch the firelights, don't you? Don't worry, I'll find a way to see him. I'm sure my folks won't care so much after a few glasses of wine. Anyway, you better go before Ma'am finds out I've been talking to you. Save a slice of dragonberry pie for me, will ya? Okay. So, yeah. Looks like fishy. Pet cat plus pet fish equals empty fish tank. And we were so careful bringing them in from the creek. Miss Molly is so great. My ma'am would never let me leave toys all over the floor. Okay. Let's check out the other one. I'm not just gonna dig through Miss Molly's wardrobe looking for treasure. I'm not an adventurer. Good one, Lyric. Oh. Let's see. Something funny happened this morning. I was tending to our newborn chicks and find myself whistling an old farmer's tune to pass the time. When I turned to move away, every single one of the creatures turned and began hopping after me. I stopped whistling to marvel at their odd behavior, at which point they lost interest and returned to their mothers. For whatever reason, this particular gaggle of chicks seems to love the sound of whistling. I'm honestly not sure what to do with this knowledge. Perhaps I'll show Graham and Finn and their little friends. It should delight them for at least a moment or two before they rush off on their next adventure. All right, let's go back downstairs. Okay. Graham's family always has fresh fruits and veggies for sale. I bet we'll be having some for dinner tonight. Let's see what's up here. Healing herbs, survive droughts, and special spices. Okay. It's a lot of stuff. Do all these elixirs and remedies really work? Dozens of tiny jars, each with a different mixture inside. This one could give me magical strength. That one could infect me with poison. I guess that's why Mr. Joseph labels them so carefully. Hanging herbs by the fireplace helps dry them out quicker. Miss Almeida taught me that when I was little. Good afternoon, sweetheart. Or is it evening already? When you get to be my age, time just slips through your fingers. Poppycock, a little too polite for your own good, you are. I've lived a very long, very full life, thank you very much. If I bought the farm this very night, stars forgive the thought, I not have much to complain about on the path to paradise. Now then, sweetheart, anything I can do for you? These biscuits won't get baking themselves. How delightful. Did you find this in the forest? Where to find one so perfectly ripe and so juicy? What a dear, always bringing me the berries you find on your little adventures. I'd like to return the favor this time, if I might. Truthfully, I can't take all the credit for the pies you and your little friends love so much. I'm simply following an old family recipe. I've always kept it a secret, but as Joseph and I never had any children of our own, well, I'll need to pass it down to someone, won't I? Okay. Oh, yum, I can bake my own dragonberry pies with this. Well, it's not as simple as you make it sound. A recipe isn't a magic spell, you know. You got to work at it. Perfect your practice over time. But keep at it, sweetheart. And I dare say your desserts will be the most watering sort before you know it. Alrighty. The bedroom door is locked. Okay. Oh, Lyric, what a pleasant surprise. I was just on my way to ask my darling wife for a stroll. So many pretty sights this evening. Firelights dancing in the tall grass and that. Perhaps you would care to join us? Yeah. That sounds wonderful, Mr. Joseph. Thank you for the invitation. Such lovely manners. James and Caroline certainly have done right by you and your sister, haven't they? Give me a moment to fetch my dear wife, and another for her to fuss in front of the looking glass. Oh, she'll be so delighted to have you along. What a perfect evening for a festival. Not a single cloud in the sky. And so many firelights already twinkling in the treetops as if they're preparing for their big moment. Are you looking forward to tonight, Lyric? Surely your folks told you what to expect. I don't remember. I don't really remember, but I know there's going to be lots and lots of firelights at the Overlook. And indeed there will be. It's a mystical gathering that only happens once every 7 years, on the night of the summer solstice. Joseph and I have watched each and every one over the last 50 years, and it never fails to take our breath away. The origins of the festival are simply fascinating. It dates back centuries, when Queen Ambi still claimed rule over these lands. You must have come across the queen in your studies, the most vile and wretched tyrant our realm has ever seen. Does such a charming young girl need to hear this story, Joseph? I can handle it. I've read all sorts of fairy tales.
Whoa.
Queen Ambi was no fairy tale child. She was regrettably real and horrifyingly cruel in her conquest. Wherever she would send her shadow army, tragedy and plague would follow, cursing and scarring the very land itself. Her army set on a chilling march across the northern plains, razing every village in their path. Eventually, when there was nowhere else to run, a small band of survivors fled into these very mountains. They were pursued by Queen Shadow's guards, forced to the very edge of the cliffs. A dire situation indeed. But they never lost hope. This is where things turn around. Dear, I was on a roll. But you're right, of course. Turning to the horizon, the surviving villagers did the only thing they could think to do. They prayed with all their hearts. They prayed to the sky and to the spirits of the friends and families they had lost.
Huh?
They prayed? What did that do? Well, at that moment, when it seemed their fates were sealed, a dazzling sea of firelights burst forth from the hills and valleys. All the shadow guards vanished in a single moment. It said that in each firelight shone the spirit of someone who fallen at the queen's hands, thousands and thousands of them. They gathered in a blaze of light and magic to force Queen Ambi from the mountains and offer a sanctuary to those who lived on. It was many years ago, but we still benefit from their blessings today. We owe so much to those gentle spirits. The enchanted glow of the dawn flowers, the rich soil that makes our garden so bountiful, it's all thanks to their magic. That's why the festival is so lovely. A beautiful reminder every 7 years that the firelights are watching over us. Speaking of the festival, why don't we head back up to the village? We wouldn't want to tire ourselves out too much. Thank you for joining us, Lyric. Such a pleasant little stroll. All right. I'm gonna blacksmith. Oh, Lyric, not bothered by the loud clanging, eh? Myself, I'll take hammer and steel over the twins' constant bickering any day. They're at it again inside. Had to step out, clear my head. Hard to believe those two shared a womb. Can't share so much as a toolbox these days. They do seem to fight a lot. All the time, actually. Suppose it's just siblings being siblings, but then you and your sister get on like bread and butter, don't you? We sometimes fight. We do fight sometimes. She gets mad when I touch her things. Glad to hear it. Yours looks like the perfect saintly family from the outside, but I suppose we're all only human. Get along now, Lyric. Gotta see these blades to cooling before dinner. Alrighty. You're seriously still mad at me, Sestra? After all this time, you can sure hold on to a grudge. It's not a grudge. You leave my tools lying around all the time. The wrench was just one example. Oh, and Sestra means little sister, blockhead. We're twins. Does it really? Okay, you caught me. I never paid much attention to Ms. Prim's lessons. To be fair, I was the victim of some pretty intense bullying from one of the other students. We were homeschooled. I was the only other student. Yeah, and you were a huge bully. Still are. So that's how you want to settle this? Another bloody nose? Bring it on, Sestra. You can barely lift your hammer with those girly arms. Oh, hey, Lyric. Welcome to Hilton Hammer. Reliable weapons and armor at affordable prices. How can we help? I'm just saying hello. Just came in to say hello. Sorry to interrupt. Actually, maybe you can settle something for us. You're a neutral third party. You'll be able to see right away my blockhead brother's wrong. My sweet, not at all screwy sister is mad because I occasionally borrow her backup toolbox while I'm working on a piece for the shop. And my brother thinks it's just nifty leaving my tools on whatever random table tickles his fancy, like they were his. And my sister thinks it's just swell getting furiously angry about it, even though she never ever needs the tools I borrow. So, what do you think? We're gonna side with me. Even if it's an old toolbox, it still belongs to Brianna, and you should respect other people's things. Exactly. I knew I liked you, Lyric. Well then, back to work. Yeah, back to work. Okay. How do Isaac and Brianna read their own handwriting? Even Finn's letters are neater than this. Let's go upstairs. Measurements for a wooden desk. Very detailed, very boring. Mr. Donovan keeps his bedroom locked. Okay. Anything? Oh, Brianna sure likes her hammers. She displays them like artwork. Alrighty. And we'll go to Isaac's room. Hey, Jackdaw. Still counting down the days. I know you're worried about getting caught, but I really want to watch the Firelights together, so we'll just have to be extra sneaky. Roguish. Is that a word? It's stupid and girly or whatever, but I don't care. I can't wait. You're Hummingbird. Huh? Jackdaw, Hummingbird. Does Isaac have a secret girlfriend? Alrighty. If I knew how to make weapons, I'd forge a gigantic sword like the one Merle Daybringer used to fight off the Goblin army. But that's just a story. In real life, no one would be able to carry a sword that big. Oh, don't mind me, dear. You know how your Nana likes to fuss over seating arrangements before a big village dinner. Sounds a little boring. No offense, Nana, but that sounds a little boring. Boring? Pah. Setting the table is a delicate dance. You must consider each diner's proclivities, each potential conversation, each... Oh, I suppose I would have thought it dreadfully dull when I was your age. Little sense blaming the young for being young. Anyway, dear, where would you prefer to sit? With your little friends as usual? Or will you charm us family members with your company? I want to sit with my friends. I like to sit with my friends if it's not too much trouble. Doesn't surprise me one bit. I'll take that into account. Now go ahead, run along and play. Your Nana can handle the play settings. Alrighty. That's our place. Pretty sure this... Yeah, I've been there. And is there anything? Oh, cool.
That view. Oh, that view. Even as a child, I knew how lucky I was to have it. Songbirds flitting across the sky, moonfish shimmering in the lake, and the most romantic sunsets a girl could dream of, steps away from our door. Long, lazy hours I spent soaking it all in.
Okay, I think... Oh. Hey, Lara, can you keep a secret? No. Of course I can. You can count on me. What is it? You know the mean org man who yelled at us. You know how we went in his house and you made... you made me try on his necklace?
Huh?
You stole the necklace? Keep it down, dummy. I didn't steal anything. I just forgot I had it until we got back to the village. Kelsey, you have to take it back. It's not yours. Are you crazy? You heard the org man. If we go anywhere near his house again, he's gonna blow his lid. I'll take it back. Give it to me, I'll take it back. You really gonna do that? Well, it's your funeral. No take backsies if you end up dead. Oh, I can actually... I'm not allowed inside the creepy old windmill, which is fine by me. Kelsey says she hears ghosts crying there at night. Weird. Okay. We're gonna go get yelled at. Should I really go inside to give back the necklace? I could just leave it by the front door.
Huh?
You again. Do the children in this town have no manners at all? I told you to stay away from here.
Huh?
I'm sorry, mister. We'll see. When me and my friend, when we, spit it out, you bumbling girl. Better be something important for you to be trespassing a second time. I have your necklace. I have your necklace. My friend was looking at it and accidentally took it back to the village. I'm not going to hit you, Lyric. Now give me that necklace. I just wanted to make sure it got back to you safely. We didn't mean to take it, I promise. We were just scared. Just go, you brainless child. Out the door. Now. I thought I lost it. Okay. That went better than I expected it to. And I didn't die. So that's always a plus. I wonder if we should go back to Kelsey. Or if we should just go home. Let's see. We'll see if she's over there. Oops. Let's see if she, oh, she's over it. Hope your mother is making something tasty for dinner. She knows I like rosemary on my potatoes, right? Sure. Paprika it is. Alright, let's go home. Can't be distracted just now, Heart. Your old man falls off the step ladder. He's not getting back up anytime soon. And stars, do these windows need washing? Okay. There you are, Lyric. Your father said you wouldn't be far behind him. Been busy today, have you? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess I was playing Heroes and Slime with my friends. Well, you managed to avoid most of the cooking, but I could use your and Isla's help dishing up. Dinner's ready. Dinner's nearly ready to serve. Come talk to me soon when you're ready to give your darling mother a hand, okay? Kitty. Even when it's warm outside, you never stray too far from the fireplace. Do you, Stormy? Good kitty. Let's check. Up here. Oh my goodness. Rain was pouring down in heavy sheets. Isabel watched it through the tavern windows, listening to the thunderous sounds of clanging steel and wild cheers as the soldiers filled the city. The Red Knights had finally returned from their glorious campaign. And at long last, her wait was over. He must have been among the first through the west gate, for mere moments later the old oak doors flung open. A familiar figure stood in the doorway. Somehow even more handsome than she remembered him. Glistening in the rain, she let out a low moan and was in his arms before she could stop herself. It had been an entire year and she couldn't contain her passion any longer. She stopped kissing him just long enough to breathe a single word, causing his eyes to shine with desire. Upstairs, she whispered. Wonder what was upstairs. Ma'am never read me this book. Oh my. Books stacked on books full of sheet music. I bet ma'am has most of it memorized by now. Oh. Let's see. Isla hates it when I touch her things, but Nana says it's important to keep the whole inn tidy. Hope she's not too mad. Sir Cuddles, brave defender of the bedroom kingdom, how fare thee? Give thy lady princess a full report on the day's events. Nothing to report, huh? What a boring kingdom. What should I wear for the festivals tonight? Yeah, let's change. Green like a grasshopper on a leaf. Kelsey says playing with dolls is for babies. I should hide my castle before she stays over again. Let's see. Tonight's the big night. Mom and Dad have been talking all week about how beautiful the festival is going to be. I don't remember the last one very well. I was only 7, so I truly can't wait. I just know it's going to be wonderfully romantic. Me and you-know-who made a plan to find ourselves some privacy. There's a secret overlook just east of Miss Eva's house. All you have to do is squeeze through the laurel bushes growing at the edge of the cliff and then throw yourself off. Because, Lyric, I know you're reading this. I told you not to touch my diary.
Huh?
Busted. How does she always know? Okay. And always keeps her door locked when we have guests. I don't think she trusts adventurers very much. Okay. Ralph Silverin, warrior, penned on the 6th of Star Month. Whenever the call to adventure brings my party to these distant mountains, admittedly not all that often, we are very happy to stay at the Slothful Dragon. The innkeepers are cordial and eager to please, but more importantly, they know to respect the space and privacy any true adventurers will need after a demanding journey. My companions and I have shared more than one soul-bearing conversation in this modest chamber, and have hitherto never been harassed or interrupted. The food is decent as well, if a little plain by capital city standards. All in all, the sluggish dragon is a pleasant place to rest your heroic limbs at the end of your latest quest. All right. Guests don't stay in this room very often, but Nina says it's important to always have clean bed sheets and fresh drinking water anyway. Oh, Shadow, Nana would kill you if she found you sleeping on one of the guests' bed. How did you even get in here? These adventurers were so rude to Mam when they came in, barely said anything to her at the door.
Isla's my sister, but comparisons only flatter the one of us. She's older, for one, friendlier, cleverer, and far more talented. Oh, and very pretty. Cannot forget that. Nobody else ever did.
Oh, hey, Minnow. I wasn't sure I'd see you before dinner. Figured Dad would have put you to work after your little adventure.
Huh?
Does the whole village know about that already? What did you expect? Gossip moves fast when you can count your neighbors on 2 hands, especially gossip about a new villager. Kelsey told her folks he was pretty nasty to you. Is that true? Not really. He was mad, but only because we went into his house and broke a bottle. Kelsey's just being dramatic. What a surprise. Listen, Minnow, I know she's your best friend and all, but Kelsey sure is a brat sometimes. Anyway, did you want to practice on the piano? Sure. I should practice that song you've been teaching me. Whenever you're ready. You remember the first few notes, don't you? There you go. The notes are sounding good, but it looks like you still need to work on your hand placement. Here, why don't you shift over a bit? I'll fill in the harmony and we can play together. Watch my hands. Your form is improving every day. I think you'll be better than me before too long. Maybe even better than me.
Huh?
I don't know. I can't even play both parts yet. Well, that's what practice is for, Minnow. You've got to keep at it. And speaking of practice, I should get back to mine. Okay. Ready to help dish up, Lyric? It's nearly time for dinner. Sure. I'm ready. I can't wait for dinner to start.
Oh.
Happy to hear it. I knew I could count on you. Isla, loath as I am to pull you away from your music, it's time to dish up. Come help your sister. Now, it might look like there's plenty of food, but with the entire village coming to dinner, we can't afford to drop a single morsel. Now, you all be sure to eat your face sprouts, especially you, sweet Lyric. Your mother gave me specific instructions to watch your plate. Oh, can't we just let the children have some fun? Reckon a festival night's the best time to bend the rules a little. Your own son might be surprised to hear you say that. Were he here. You didn't bend any rules for him now, did you, Molly? Well, now that's different. I don't know what he was thinking breaking into the old cabin and rifling through poor Mr. Burns' belongings. It's not like Graham, you know. He does get himself into trouble on occasion, but he's never been so outright disrespectful. Yes, well, I'm just happy my own little one made the proper decision. Right, Kelsey? That's right, Mother. I tried to stop Graham, but he insisted on going in. You big liar. You went into the cabin first. It could have ended really bad for us, you know. Mr. Byrne was so angry. Whatever, I'm not scared of that ogre man. You aren't either, are you? He's just a nasty old grump. No way, I'm not scared of him. I just don't want to get in trouble like Graham. It's a matter of respect, certainly, but I do believe we should be wary of our strange new neighbor. How well does Donovan truly know him? Oh, people are just people. Wherever he came from, he's here now, carving out a better, quieter life for himself, same as the rest of us. I suppose you're right. Still, it isn't often someone new moves to our little village. I'm curious to learn more about him. What do you think he's hiding? If he's really an adventurer, he's probably all kinds of dark secrets. We should go back and look. Are you crazy? He would kill us. What are you guys talking about? Adventurers? Silly boy, don't talk with your mouth full. But speaking of...
The adventurers what passed through our village. Didn't care for them in those days. Didn't understand. In truth, they were heroes, out braving the dangers of the world and making it safer for the rest of us. But through the eyes of a little girl, they were cold, arrogant, certainly not deserving of the care Mom and Dad showed them.
Always so rude. They didn't even notice we're all sitting down to a village dinner. I certainly don't envy James and Caroline. We're all relying on those vagrants, but them more than anyone else. Oh well, can't let it ruin a lovely festival. Are you kids ready to watch the Firelights? Reckon it'll be an incredible show. I am. Mother, can I be excused? I don't want anyone else getting the best spot on the cliff. Oh, I suppose. You finish all your face sprouts, have you, Lyric? Or at least enough to please your mother. Yep, let's go find the perfect spot. Alright, Heart. I tell you to be on your best behavior, but I know you already planned on it. Your mother and I are going to watch the lights with some of the other grown-ups. Well, we're going to be drinking. Stars, James. She knows what wine is and why it's a drink for adults. Don't you, Lyric? Yep. Wine is what you drink with your friends that make you all loud and annoying and laugh at jokes that aren't funny. Can't tell if that was sarcasm or not. She really is our daughter, isn't she? Well, she's mine at least. I've actually been meaning to tell you about a dashing adventurer I met around 9 years ago. Very funny. Dashing or not, no adventurer could have peeled your eyes away from this handsome devil. What was that about sarcasm again? Have a good time, Lyric. We'll come find you in an hour or two when it's time for bed. We love you, Heart. If you need anything, go bother your sister. Yeah. Love you too, Dad. I will. Bye. See ya. Go drink. Okay. What's
Huh?
What are you doing here, Lyric? The show's starting soon. Get up to the overlook with your friends. Thousands of twinkling lights rising over the lake. You're going to love the sight, dear. Okay. Graham has to watch the Firelights from his room because you told on him. Good going, Lyric. Hey, Finn, are you ready to watch the Firelights? Yeah, I can't look at you because I don't want to miss it. You can stand next to me if you want, though. So where are they? I don't see anything. What's going on? Oh, I can't see. Isn't like, oh. Better grab my hand this way, now. Is Finn
We
okay?
came to know it as the shadow. It sounds mundane, doesn't it? Unassuming. None of us had any notion what it was or where it came from, which only deepened our fear of it. I know what comes after in most stories. Gathered up a party of misfit heroes and set off to vanquish evil, did I? I didn't. Never even left the village. Mine's a different sort of story, remember? Full of sadness and sentiment and people very precious to me, if not the great ballads. I lost a few of them that night.
Oh no.
Mom and Dad both died in that first storm. A handful of other folks besides. I can speak
Oh
of
no.
it plainly now, but in the moment, well, it took ages to reassemble the shattered pieces of our lives, and things could never truly go back to the way they were. Yet, the shadow passed, and we lived on. What else could we do? What else can we ever?
Okay. So these are our choices that we made. So we played Fear. We gave the Dragonberry to Imelda. We befriended a Moonlight Orcs. We returned Burns' necklace and purse, and we blamed Graham. I guess there was a shiny stone that we didn't do. We told Molly to plant flower garden, and I sat with my friends at dinner. That got sad real quick. My goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna save. Seven years later. Oh, it's Graham. Not bad, Lyric. Pulling a few more that size and we'll be heading back to shore in no time. I was starting to think you dozed off back there. I've been so quiet all morning. Right, sorry. I'm awake. Just lost in thought, I guess. No kidding. You haven't said a word in 20 minutes. If you don't mind me asking, what is it you've been thinking about so intensely? My parents. You know, it'll be 7 years this week. 7 years since the shadow took my parents from me. Your little brother too. Finn died. It's hard not to wonder, you know, what our lives would be like if that hadn't happened. If they'd been away at market or something. Heavy thoughts, huh? No one of you been quiet. I know how you feel. Finn would have been 13 this week. Mom and Dad have got their brave faces on, but I can tell it's on their minds. You can always talk to me, you know, right? We've been friends for a long time. I know. I know, Graham. Thanks. Oh. At least one of us is having some luck. Your Nana will be happy to have moonfish in her pan tonight. I hate to say it, but we should probably start rowing back soon, peaceful as the morning's been.
They say time heals all wounds. Not so sure myself. Dulls the pain, maybe? Mornings out on the lake became part of my new routine. They made for pleasant distractions, full of songbirds trilling and waves lapping and Graham's easy company. But even the sweetest distractions only that. Truth was, the shadow had settled deep within our mountains, and coils of darkness began creeping into our homes like ivy up the old walls of the inn. We wouldn't be able to ignore it much longer.
Graham can handle cleaning and gutting the fish we caught. I should get home before it gets any later. Okay. Hello, friend. How's it hopping? You won't tell anyone I made such a silly pun, will you? Okay. Our camp out the other night was so much fun, until Kelsey got scared of that old ghost story and demanded Graham walk us home. Oh, am I going the wrong way? Oh.
Oh?
Nice. Oh, Lyric, were you out on the lake this morning? Such pleasant weather we've been blessed with. Yeah, Grim and I have been out here since sunrise. It was just beautiful on the water. I imagine so. Myself, I'm taking a short break from minding the shop. I simply had to take advantage of the sunshine. I should probably be getting back soon, though. You never know when those adventurers will pop in looking for a sale. I'll leave you alone then, Mr. Miles. I wouldn't want to cut into any of your precious break time. Thank you, dear girl. Always so thoughtful. You take care now. Okay. Oh, got a dragonberry. Looks right perfect for baking with. We're gonna take it. Okay. Oh. Oh, hey there, little kitty. Where did you come from? We're gonna comfort the cat. It's okay, kitty. Are you really a stray? There's some food for you up in the village if you're hungry. Okay. I'm lost. I wonder what's over here. Whisperin', how are you this morning?
Huh?
Morning. Oh, right. I'm fine, I suppose. The squirrels around here, have you ever seen one act this way? So frightened and frantic? guess not. No, I guess I haven't. Looks panicked about something. Has to be something out of the ordinary. The rodents that live in these mountains don't have many natural predators. Jax just started falling. Jax, it's alright. Come on back here, boy. You're alright? Blasted thing didn't bite you, did it? No, I'm okay, just startled. I guess you were right. The squirrels around here never act like that. Its eyes. You noticed too then. Thought I was crazy. There was an almost greenish glow to them. Never seen anything like that before. Be careful getting back to the village, Lyric. You notice any other creatures acting strange, you let me know right away. Okay, I'll do that. Okay. It's much easier getting down to the lakeshore ever since Byrne built this bridge. He cut down a lot of trees to clear a path, too. Okay. Byrne has some real muscle under that cloak. Can't be easy chopping down a fully grown tree. Okay. Back up we go. Oh. Finally. You know you were out on that boat the entire morning, right? I was starting to get impatient. Did we have plans I don't know about? Well, yeah, just because I didn't tell you about them doesn't mean we didn't have any. You're helping me pick topper mushrooms. Come on, there's plenty growing over by the old manna tree. Hold on, I need to see if it's okay first. Nana might have some chores for me this afternoon. Fine, we can make a quick stop at the inn. By the way, what were you and Graham doing out on the lake so long? Kissing, right? I bet you were kissing. Sure? That's right, we were kissing. Hard. Don't try to hide it with jokes. I've seen the way you look at him. The way I look at him? What are you talking about? We're friends. For now you are. We'll see. Graham isn't bad looking, you know. For a parasite boy. Yeah, I guess so, but we've been friends since we were kids. The idea of kissing him is just weird. Okay. Anyway, if you're done making me wait for you, let's talk to your Nana. I want to pick up some mushrooms before I'm old and wrinkly. Alrighty. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Oh no. Okay, we'll have to talk to him. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you want to see more of this and other videos I play, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.